Hey guys, how's it going? I hope everyone is doing well. Day or night when you tune in. So, we're just going to focus the camera more on the cards this time, so you guys can see a clear, up close, kind of different way of looking at the reading. So, always feel free to let me know in the comments if you like it this way or you like the other way better. All right, so I'm just gonna check our sound in the video here to make sure we're good before we get started. But, okay, Cleo, thank you. All right, so sound is good. And Cleo is going to be quiet now, right, Cleo? Yes, you're a good girl. Okay. All right. So thank you guys for your patience. So this is going to be a general reading for both Capricorn and Aquarius. All right. And I've pulled all of the cards ahead of time for Capricorn that we're going to start with. And we'll get into that in just a minute. But yeah, I just wanted to say again, thank you guys for your patience, and I'm excited to see, what's coming up for everybody for November. I also wanted to say that I do have some availability for personal readings if anyone is interested. You can always go in the description box below and follow the instructions, not instructions, but follow the point where it'll say my website. I'm used to saying that for the photo that I take of all the pictures. But if you're just looking for the website, it's there as well. But that's a good point to bring up the photo now too. So for each zodiac sign, I always take one photo of all the cards in the reading, and then I post it for free on my Facebook page for people. It's there if you want to check it out. So if that's something that you want to do after the live is done, once I've posted it, all you have to do is then follow the little instructions in the description box below to get to the photo. All right. So Capricorn, let's go ahead and do a quick sound bell here for everyone, for myself and for you guys to just ground, take a couple of deep breaths, and just reconnect with our body. And then we'll go ahead and see what we have for Capricorn. All right. All right, Capricorn. Let's see what we have coming up here for you. I hope everyone is doing all right. Right, yesterday we had the full moon and Taurus and the lunar eclipse. And we're also, of course, very close to Halloween, so the veil is really thin, and the psychic messages can be coming in more intensely or faster than normal for some people. So that's kind of why I just wanted to be like, I hope everyone's doing all right, and using it for, reflection and meditation, and not making any type of huge big decisions right away when we're in that eclipse full moon kind of energy. All right, so anyway, let's go ahead and see what we have for Capricorn. We'll go ahead and call out your cards and then kind of go in order here. I'm gonna yeah, there we go, come down a little bit more. I think that's as far as I can go without getting the actual computer screen in the shot, but I'll hold each card up and all that stuff that I usually do anyway. All right, so Capricorn, you have the Six of Swords in the reverse position. You have the Chariot in the reverse position. You have the Six of Staves in the right side up position, Six of Wands. You have the Hanged One in the right side up position. All right, and then we'll talk about the other cards when we get to there a little bit later, where Spirit wants those other things to kind of be discussed, okay? But yeah, let's see here, Capricorn. You have, well, you've got two major arcana, three. Let me make sure you have three major arcanas. So you've got two in the current present energies, possibilities, and you've got one in the past. Okay. So as far as other zodiac placements, frequencies that we're picking up with the major arcanas, we have the Chariot, which is Cancer. We have the Hanged One, which is kind of Pisces, Scorpio, but more Pisces. And then we have the Moon over here, which is official Pisces. Okay. So for some people, they could be dealing with a Cancer, a Pisces, or uh, yeah, a Cancer or Pisces. I said maybe Scorpio, but it just feels like more of the Pisces energy. All right. You could also have a lot of Pisces and Cancer in your chart, or someone else does, or you'll be referencing Pisces season, or Cancer season of this year, of last year, or even next year, or it means kind of nothing at all. But just wanted to put it out there in like the beginning of the reading here. Okay. Now let's see what else we've got. As far as your minor arcana goes, I feel like it's definitely a good mix, but let's make sure here. So we've got, start with the pentacles. So we've got three pentacles. It's probably going to be that one. Let me double check. We've got two wands, one sword, and the rest are majors. Okay. So the majority of your minor arcana is going to be the Pentacles energy. Okay. So that's Earth sign energy. So Capricorn, like yourself, Virgo, Taurus. Okay. But not anybody's real particular sign right now. So when we have, though, like a majority of the minor arcana in the pentacles, it can talk about money or finances, wealth, right? But it could also be talking about our values in some way. Am I being valued enough? Is the other person, vice versa, etc. All right. So that's kind of something to just keep in our mind, in the background, as we go throughout your reading. I also want to tell everybody, these are my Halloween nails. My friend at work was messing with me and she was like, those are Christmas nails. And I was like, I know they're red, but they have little stickers that say boo, and they've got little snakes and things, and they're Halloween. Okay. Anyway, that was funny that she said that. So now I'm all like, they kind of do look like Christmas nails, but I was trying to make them more Halloweenish. All right. Anyway, Capricorn, let's get to your reading here. So we're going to start off with your first card and then kind of go in order here. This is what we call a great reversal. So you've got the Six of Swords in the reverse position. And because this is your first card in particular, Capricorn, you can be picking up energy from the recent past as well. But this is like, if just so you can see it when it's right side up for a second, this guy is meditating. Okay, there's all this water behind him, an ocean and some kind of pond or lake, and all the swords, right? But it came out in the reverse position. So this person has mastered that meditation of letting go of the anxiety, the worry, the overthinking. Okay. So either this could be a person, you yourself, Capricorn, or someone else, or it could be just the general energy here that we're picking up in this first week of November. But again, that's a good reversal. That's obviously, how you want to see that card, because nobody wants to continue to be stressed out. We all have to deal with it from time to time. But obviously it's good that when we can release it or balance it more with the other kind of elements and things going on. Okay. Also wanted to say, I forgot to say the dates when some of these things kind of may occur. So we're saying that the first card, first week, could be from around November 1st through the 7th. It's not set in stone, of course. All right. It's just a general guideline, since this is a general reading meant for multiple people. And then the second card can be from around November 8th through November 14th. The third card and third week can be from around November 15th through the 21st. And I'll say these dates again when we're on each card. And the fourth card can be from around November 22nd through November 30th, maybe even into, a couple days into December. All right. So going back to where we were, though, Capricorn. So we go from the Six of Swords in the reverse position, this great reversal, to then a little bit of like this stagnant energy in the second week, okay, with the Chariot in the reverse position, what we say, Cancer energy, okay. Now, this could be, that it's something to do with the general astrology. It could have something to do with collective unconscious. It can be, of course, felt on an individual level. It could be something that's like triggering you here, Capricorn, in some way. And this is where Spirit wanted to put all of your other cards underneath this second week, underneath the Chariot in the reverse position. Okay, so then we have the top and the bottom of each deck. I'm using two different decks, right? So let's kind of see why this card is showing up here in this position for you, Capricorn. But yeah, we'll start with the first two at the top just because they're easier and a little smaller. Okay. But this is going to be past energy. So here we have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse position and the Five of Wands in the right side up position. And I like to call them the sponsor cards that, made it possible for this Chariot card to show up here in the reverse position for you, Capricorn. All right. So it's like, on one hand, in the past, in some way, again, this could be about you or someone you're dealing with, multiple people you're dealing with, your general environment situation, but somebody perhaps was not feeling balanced enough, not feeling confident in their finances with that Six of Pentacles in the reverse position. It could also be that there wasn't enough. What do you say, grateful energy or paying it forward. It doesn't mean you always have to pay it forward with money, but with our time, our energy, etc., right? Maybe there wasn't enough of that in the past here with that Six of Pentacles in the reverse position. And it could also just be, not feeling financially abundant, not secure in the finances, perhaps in some way, or just not feeling valued, right? It doesn't always have to just be the finances. It could be somebody was not feeling valued enough in some way in the past. So the general environment situation. Okay. Now, then on the other side, with this Five of Wands in the right side up position, we have a little bit of like this frictional energy, but it's coming in and it's wanting to, when it came in the past, because this already happened, but it was wanting to have somebody or some energy have a little less serious energy about life and make a couple different backup plans and rely on our support system. So having not just plan A, but plan B, C, D, E, F, G, etc. Right? So in other decks, when you would see the Five of Wands, you would see five guys looking like they're fighting, but they're not actually fighting. They're playing and practicing and strategizing. Okay, but here in this deck, in the Hermetic Tarot deck, we've got a lot of alchemy imagery going on. So we've got, of course, the lion. Okay, we've got, I think could be a crocodile. I don't really know what that is down here. Maybe you guys could tell me in the comments or the chat. And we've got snakes, and we've got, could be a bird, or it could be a butterfly, right? It's normally would, I don't know. It's just kind of all over the place, right? But again, if you're into the alchemy kind of stuff and into magic, then a lot of those symbols, carry like extra meaning. Okay, but basically, the general idea is still the same, even though the imagery might be a little bit different. Okay, so in this past, the reason why we had that Chariot in the reverse position in the second week here for you, Capricorn, could be because somebody was not feeling financially abundant, or supported or valued in some way, if it was a person of a general energy, and that kind of made them maybe start to reevaluate a couple of things, or someone was trying to help them do that, to have those extra backup plans and rely more on their support system, maybe not take life as seriously as before. Okay, as a generalization, Capricorn energy, whether you're sun, moon, rising, etc., we all have Capricorn somewhere in our chart. They're really hardworking, and they do take stuff like really seriously. Not everything doesn't mean they're not funny and have their own relaxed stuff, but it's like, again, wanting to kind of calm some of the fires back here from that Five of Wands in the past. Now, when we also look in the past, hold on a second. Sit down. No, we don't need to do that. Hush. You guys, I think my dog Cleo might be a fire sign. I don't know. She's a rescue, but no, I'm just kidding. All right, Capricorn. What I was starting to say was these two cards that are underneath the ones we just talked about, they are also from the past as well to give us even more insight. And actually, before I get into this, let me pause this for a second, right? If we look throughout your whole reading for a second here, um, this is really in the second week, your only red light, so to speak. Okay. The first week is more like a yellow light, if you want to say. And then the second week is more of a red light. And then you've got a green, and then maybe a little more yellow green, right? But the main kind of stagnant energy or slow down energy is in the second week. So if there was something that you wanted to accomplish, Capricorn, that's within your own control, um, I would say to do that, the best time would be in the third week of November. Okay, so we're saying that that could be from around November 15th through the 21st, right? But it's not set in stone, okay? And not that the fourth week is horrible either, but I would definitely hold off towards the middle or the end of November to do certain things within your own control, like traveling or manifesting certain things, okay? Because there's more that slow down healing and processing and stagnant energy in the first 2 weeks. Okay, so now let's go back to where we were, Capricorn. I just wanted to say that before I forgot. We're looking at again past energy about maybe why this chariot in the reverse position is showing up here in the future, current, present energies in the second week. All right. And so what we have down here again is the sponsor cards that made it possible for this one to come out. Okay. So what we have is the Five of Sacred Circles in the reverse position on one side. And then we also have the Moon card, Pisces energy, in the reverse position on the second side. All right. So this could be here, Capricorn, that perhaps either you or someone else with the general energy in the past was maybe, not quite ready to do some type of digging deep to find more value in yourself and or others, or to find more financial value. Um, because you've got, if you think about it too on just like the numerology side, right, you've got two fives in the past. So one is right side up, the Five of Wands, and then you have the Five of Sacred Circles in the reverse position. So if you think of fives, again, that can be a little bit of tension or frictional energy. You know what, we can look it up here. I got a new deck that talks about numerology. So let me see, maybe I can see what number 5 says, like in more detail. Here we go. Let's see what 5 says. Remember to enjoy the victories and accomplishments. Okay, that's not really celebration, joy. Spread good cheer and reward the fruit of your work. Okay, so that's not necessarily like deck is talking about the numerology with the major arcanas in the tarot, so it's not like plain Jane, let's say numerology. But I would say that the opposite of that, right, like rewarding good work would be that again, that kind of frictional energy of like, am I being valued enough? Is my time, is my money, etc. All the ways that we can be valued. But also here, Capricorn, I would say that it's like two different things are going on here in the past. On one side, with the moon in the reverse position, that's a good reversal, okay? Just like your first card that we started off with, the Six of Swords reversed. When the moon's reversed, it's like there was something that was hidden from us before, and now we can see it, or now we have more wisdom. So if you look at the little grandmother kind of woman here in the corner, she's here to bring us the wisdom, but we can't see it in the past if the moon card was right side up, but it was reversed. So now there's more wisdom, but still in the past, somebody was hesitant to go into this hut. Okay, we see the Native American figures. One is a shaman and one is perhaps going in to get some kind of medicine or some type of healing or help. So when it's in the reverse position, it could be, again, I feel like it could be two different things here, Capricorn, since it is a general reading. But so for some of you guys, maybe you did go into the hut and you did receive that healing or that medicine or that energy to help you manifest more abundance and money and wealth and value. And that's what, brought you more wisdom and vice versa. So for some of you guys, maybe you did go in the hut, but the majority of you too, I feel like could also just be that that was more resistant in the past. Um, because again, I feel like when I say Capricorn is a generalization, is very hardworking, they're also kind of the ones that I'm speaking to here, right? Like they want to do it on their own, right? It's like, oh no, I don't need any help. I got it. But again, I feel that this is all these cards are under that second week. So this is all kind of past energy. So when you have the healing in the first week, that's like, I'm going to let go of the anxiety, worry, overthinking. I'm going to balance myself a little bit better with all the different elements like my emotions, my heart, and my logical mind, right? When there's more balance or when that healing is happening, maybe this is also just stuff from the past that's coming up again, that's like, oh, wait a minute, let me just check that over too. Okay. But whatever this is, we go from here, Capricorn. The second week is that was your one red light in the reading. Okay. But now we go to your third week and we have a beautiful green light. All right. So now we have the Six of Staves, or also known as Six of Wands, in the right side up position. Okay. So now we're feeling more support. We see this celebration. This Egyptian guy is on his chariot, right? This is so funny, right? Because also, second week was chariot in reverse, and now we see another chariot. Like, okay, I'm back on it. Like, I got it. Okay, so that's really cool that kind of imagery comes in together there. But this can be about celebrations. It can be about supportive energy. And also for some people, since it is a wand, or stave as it's called in this deck, there could be better health. If there was some health issues before, this can be having more physical energy in the body, being more passionate and creative and fired up and excited about something here too. So really nice energy here for you in that third week, Capricorn. And we said that could be from around November 15th through the 21st, but the timing isn't necessarily set in stone. All right, let's see. Let's keep going forward here, Capricorn. So now we're getting into your fourth week here. And we have the Hanged One, or also known as the Hanged Man, but in this deck is known as the Hanged One. And here we have a little bit of Pisces energy again. Okay, so this is like, I feel like it's like a come down from the celebration, from the high in some way here, Capricorn. If we're talking about if you're in the States and you do some of the holidays, the Thanksgiving and all those things, right? This could also be the celebrations and then coming down after that in some way, right? Family can be stressful sometimes, even if we love them. And what is family, right? It could be friends, etc., your tribe. But here with this Hanged One in the right side up position, it's about looking at something from a different perspective. It's taking an exercise, right? To be like, okay, well, I've tried it this way, but let me look at it this way instead. And that's kind of the energy of the Hanged One. So it's an experiment, right? We don't want to stay that way forever. In other decks, you would see traditionally a man or a woman upside down. This time we're seeing the fetus, the baby fetus. But it's like, yeah, if we weren't a baby fetus, being upside down all the time, all the blood is going to rush to our head. So we can't stay there forever, right? We do want our feet on the ground, so to speak. So here, Capricorn, it really feels like maybe after this celebration or after the supportive, really nice energy in the third week, it makes you more relaxed and open to be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to look at it this way. I'm not going to make my final decision yet. I'm just going to kind of see how I feel and do a little experiment. Okay. But yeah, I still like this for you. Like I said, I feel like the third week is a green light and then it kind of slows down to a more you know, yellow orange is not necessarily a green light either, but it's not a red light either. If that makes sense, okay? But I like it for you, Capricorn. So let's also see what your tarot confirmation card is. So this one is going to come in and confirm all 4 weeks, all four cards at the top that we just talked about. I'm going to move them down too, so you can kind of see them more in the background, or at least parts of them. All right. So this card, this confirmation card, is the combination of past and future energy, right? This is the energy we're picking up as of right now. And it is, you know, we always have free will and we always have choice. But here you have another great reversal, Capricorn. Here you have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse position. Okay. So this is about letting go of control. Okay. Either you yourself or someone else, the general energy, right? But it's about, you know, not holding on to things so tightly here. Okay. It can be not holding on so tightly to money, but it doesn't have to just be money. Or if it's not money, or in addition to money, it could be also holding on to being valued in some way. So, because it was sitting on top of the hanged one here, Capricorn, I feel that it is almost like to get that different perspective, to look at something from a different point of view, we do, of course, have to let go of control a little bit, or we have to do something outside of what we normally do. Okay. So I kind of just feel like it's supporting that energy and kind of going hand in hand here with that. But no, it feels good, Capricorn. It feels, you know, like how can I look at this also with a fresh perspective, right? So when we think of a newborn baby that hasn't been born yet because it's still in the womb here, it's like they have, um, they're not bitter. They don't have any like things that they're set in stone, particular ways. It's just almost like this kind of fresh new beginning energy, but it's all about perspective, fresh new energy perspectives. Okay, and again, that can only happen if some of the control is let go a little bit. Okay, so I like this for you, Capricorn. Let's see what your oracle card is for this time period or beyond. Okay, so here we have the Temperance card. Okay, and this is that new deck I was telling you about. So it has a little bit of a numerology, but it works with the major arcanas in the tarot. So it's called 22 tarot. All right. But anyway, it says decide here. Okay, Capricorn. And it says decisions according to plans and structure. Create the protocol according to, I think it's supposed to say your own experience and conclusions. Okay. It also says self knowledge and structure. Okay. Down here in between the 14. Okay. So I really feel like this is when you get Temperance card in the tarot, it's also about patience, but also trusting your own intuition is really what I feel like it's saying here. Create the protocol according to your own experience and conditions, right? Decisions according to plans and structure. Okay. But yeah, that is your little oracle message here, Capricorn, for November. But yes, thank you guys so much as always for hanging out and for your likes and your views and your shares and subscriptions, all great free ways to support the channel however you feel guided. All right. So we're going to go ahead and switch over to Aquarius now, and we're going to shuffle the cards here. And we're going to do another sound bell and maybe a little incense as well to just kind of, again, clear that energy. And I'm going to look at the time here for the timestamps for later. We're almost about 29 minutes. Okay. So I will make a mental note of that for later. All right. I'm going to let the crystals sit with the cards here too. Just kind of randomly throwing these in here, and then we'll do a deeper shuffle later in a few minutes. again, I hope everyone is doing well and handling the full moon and eclipse energy with some maybe meditation and reflection and not all the crazy chaotic stuff that sometimes comes with it too. All right, let's do some incense as well. I was like, okay, here's my lighter. I'm almost out of this incense. I love it. It's one of the jasmine ones. It's my favorite. Okay, I have the fan on, so yeah. Let's see if I can do it under the table a little bit. Come on, incense. So incense is a great way to clear the energy of the cards. But if you are affected by smoke and you don't want to, you don't have to do it with incense, of course. We're going to also do the sound bell so you can heal and clear energy from the previous reading with sound frequencies as well. All right. So let's actually, yeah, I guess we put it back here. Since I have the camera so close now, it's kind of hard to, I've always kind of had a lot of stuff on the table, but keep it within frame, I guess. Okay. So we're just clearing off the Capricorn energy, getting ready for, see what's coming up for Aquarius. Everything down a little bit. All right. Oop. I'm just going to put this out for now just because it's my last jasmine one. And my allergies have been bothering me. So anyway, we'll light it more later. Okay. Let's now do our sound bell, everybody. So it's a good time to check in back with our guides, to take a couple of deep breaths if you feel guided, to kind of just check in with your body and all that. All right. And then we will get started. So, oof, just got the incense right up in the bell in my face. Okay. Good stuff. I'm awake. All right. All right. So this is going to be for Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. Let's see what we have coming up for you. I'm just gonna do these one by one here. Okay, Spirits, guide my hands, please. Messages for air sign Aquarius, the water bearer, for November 2023. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Messages for air sign Aquarius, the water bearer, for November for their highest good, 2023. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Messages for air sign Aquarius for their highest good and truth for November 2023. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Messages for air sign Aquarius for their highest good for November 2023. 4 cards only, please. Spirits, 4 cards only. Messages for air sign Aquarius for November. They want that one. 2023. Messages for air sign Aquarius for November 2023. Wait. Messages for air sign Aquarius for November 2023. Messages for Aquarius, water bear for November 2023. Damn, Aquarius, your stuff is like popping out real fast. Okay, so always take the top and the bottom too. We'll figure out in a little while how they want all these cards. We have some reversed, some right side up, but for now we're just going to kind of keep going with our shuffling and pulling. All right, spirits, guide my hands, please. Messages for air sign Aquarius for November 2022. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Messages for air sign Aquarius, the water bear, for November 2023. One ring keeps falling off. I'm like, stay. All right. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Messages for air sign Aquarius for November 2023. 1 card only, please, spirits. Messages for air sign Aquarius for November 2023. No? Okay, didn't flip over yet. That was weird. Okay. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Messages for air sign Aquarius. What do they need to see? What do they need to know for their highest good and truth for November 2023? All right. So we'll leave that, and then we'll do the same thing. We'll take the top and the bottom. One more, and then we'll get started. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Messages for air sign Aquarius for November 2023. Spirits, guide my hands, please. 1 card only, please. 1 card only for Aquarius, air sign Aquarius, the water bear for November 2023. Messages for Aquarius. All right. Okay, put that over here, and then let's figure out here, Aquarius, where they want all these cards in the position. Let's check with the first one here. Spirits and love and light. Let's slow down. Spirits and love and light, and respect and reciprocity. Please, I can't find my words right now. That's really weird. Please. So weird. I always say this prayer all the time. It's like gone for some reason. Okay, we're just gonna go with it. All right, so spirits in love and light and respect and reciprocity. Before, during, and after, thank you for all advice and wisdom and guidance given. Spirits, did you want the 10 of Swords in the reverse position to represent the first tarot card for this Aquarius November reading? Yes. All right. And spirits, did you want the King of Swords in the reverse position to represent what's on top of this Ancestral Path tarot deck for this Aquarius November reading? Thank you. And spirits, did you want the 4 of Staves in the reverse position to represent what's on the bottom of this Ancestral Path tarot deck for this Aquarius November reading? No? Okay. All right. So I believe that is all of the reversals that we're just double checking. Yeah, I think they're all going to go under the first week, but we'll double check. Just move everything down a little bit. so you guys can see too. Okay, let's double check. Spirit, so do you want me to talk about the Justice card in the right side up position and the Four of Cups in the right side up position when I talk about the Ten of Swords in the reverse position? Okay, yes, thank you. And Spirit, so do you want me to talk about the King of Swords in the reverse position and the Four of Staves in the right side up position when I talk about the Ten of Swords in the reverse position? Okay, they said yes. All right, very good. I like it when it's easier for me. Okay, so let's take our picture, Aquarius, and then we will get started. Just gonna make sure we don't have a glare here. Stand up usually helps. There we go. I'm like, why am I taking a picture? Okay, Aquarius. Let's see here. What do we have for you for November? Well, let's talk about real quickly the key dates when some of these things may occur for people who are new or haven't been here in a while or just coming back or, yeah, we just put it out there, right? So before we call out the cards, we'll just say these dates real quickly and then I'll say them again later. They're not set in stone since it is a general reading, all right? But we're saying that the first card can be from around November 1st through the 7th. Second card can be from around November 8th through the 14th. The third week and third card can be from around November 15th through the 21st. And the fourth card can be from around November 22nd through November 30th, or maybe even into the, into December by a couple days. All right, now let's go ahead and call out your cards here, Aquarius. And I think I might have called you Capricorn, but hopefully I'm not. Maybe it was just in my mind, but we're talking about Aquarius now. This is the Aquarius reading. We're done with Capricorn for now. All right. So Aquarius, you have the Ten of Swords in the reverse position. You have the High Priestess in the right side up position. You have the Sun card in the right side up position. And you have the Queen of Sacred Circles in the right side up position. And then we'll talk about the other cards a little bit later here. Okay, so Aquarius, looks like a lot of good stuff coming up here. But let's talk about other zodiac signs that are showing up. Okay, so with the High Priestess, you have a little bit of Pisces, Scorpio. With Leo, you have the Sun. You've got Justice over here in the past position, so that would be Libra. So yeah, you've got three major arcanas. All right, and you've got two in the present current energies possibilities and one in the past. All right, now let's see as far as your minor arcana goes, what the majority is. Okay, so I know we've got two cups, two swords. Oh, maybe it'll be a tie. Let's see. No, and one pentacle and one wand. That we're talking about another could be mental health, whether it's a good mental health stuff going on, and then that's the swords. And then with the two cups cards tying with it as well, we could talk about emotions, right? Same thing, could be good emotions, bad emotions, all of that. Okay, so there could be some emotional charged energy with throughout your reading as well. All right, so kind of just put that in the back of your mind. Just kind of mention these things in the beginning before we get like in depth into it. All right, but yeah, let's see. So wow, Aquarius, you don't really have any red lights throughout your reading. Most people do, and the red lights, I'm referring to driving your car to stop. Okay, so your first week could be more of a yellow light, let's say, but then you've got green, green, green. Okay, so that's really nice and kind of rare. So yay for you, Aquarius. All right, we all have Aquarius somewhere in our chart, even if we're not sun, moon, or rising Aquarius. Okay, but yeah, let's kind of go in order here one by one. So We're starting off your first week with a great reversal, the Ten of Swords in reverse position. And we said this could be from around November 1st through the 7th, but not set in stone. Okay. This is about not being mentally overwhelmed to the point of exhaustion. Okay. This is about letting go of anxiety, worry, overthinking. It could be you yourself, Aquarius, or someone else, or multiple people, or kind of just your general environment situation here. All right. But again, that's how you want to see this card, because if it was right side up, right, we've got this. Japanese guy here looks like a samurai, and he's got 10 swords in someone, and they're laying there dead on the floor. So we definitely don't want it this way, okay, right? Just based on the imagery. So when it shows up here in the reverse position here for Aquarius, this is really good, all right? So somebody or some energy, again, is letting those things go, is bringing them more into balance here, okay? Now, because Spirit wanted all of your other cards, what was on the top and the bottom of both of these decks, all under here, this could be a lot of stuff was leading up to this, right? And especially because it is your first card in the reading here, Aquarius. So it's like picking up energy from the recent past as well when we talk about your first card. But let's go and see what other details are showing up here. So again, this is past energy that made it possible for this Ten of Swords to show up here reversed. All right. So we've got Justice in the right side up position, Libra energy on one hand, and then we have the Four of Cups in the right side up position on the other hand. Okay, so water sign over here. So there could have been something here, Aquarius, that was balanced in the past. It could have been that someone's actions were justified, or your actions were justified, or there could have been a legal case or something to do with the law, but it doesn't have to be when we see the Justice card, okay? It could also just be generally that something was more in balance, okay? There was some kind of evolution and truth that found a balance, right? We see the yin and the yang symbol and the imagery of the card as well. And they call this card in this deck, the Justice card, Daughter of the Lord of Truth, right? So again, finding some kind of truth here in the past. Now, on the other side, with the Four of Cups in the right side up position, it's like Aquarius, perhaps you were in the past, or someone was, excuse me, or the general environment situation was, a little bored or not emotionally challenged enough, or just kind of feeling like blasé, right? With that Four of Cups energy here. So that is, waiting for the universe to bring us something more emotionally fulfilling or satisfying. And we will get that, right, if we slightly change our perspective, or if we remain like a little bit patient, okay? So it looks like there was, again, somebody or something was really doing their homework here in the past, Aquarius, okay, to get that, again, Ten of Swords in the reverse position. Let's see what's under that. Again, going back further into the past, or alongside, or just in the past in general. Okay, so now we have, again, what was on the top and the bottom of this deck to get us more insight about why this card is showing up. Okay, so on one side we have the King of Swords in the reverse position. And then on the other side, we have the Four of Staves, also known as Four of Wands, in the right side of position. There could have been a lack of clarity in the past here, Aquarius, where it affected someone's confidence. They weren't quite sure about something, right? So then that made them not sure in themselves as well. Okay. It could be that in the past, emotions were overwhelming the clarity that they would normally have, or you would normally have, or the general environment would normally possess, right? With the sword in the reverse position in the past, okay? Because this reversal is not as good, right? This one's great. Ten of Swords is great. We don't want to be stabbed a bunch of times and laying on the floor dying and exhausted, right? But this reversal is not as positive, right? It's like the water's over top of his head. So again, emotions overwhelming someone or some energy to the point where they can't think clearly and it affects their confidence. Now, if we look at what's on the other card with the four of staves in the right side up position over here, we see, these Egyptian man and woman that are looking at each other. We don't know if they're at a party or if it's just they're in the room by themselves. But we see the wine and the cheese and all that stuff and the grapes in front, and then they're kind of in the background. But wherever they are, whether there's people there or not, they're really vulnerable and open with each other. There's a comfortability with each other. So the Four of Staves, Four of Wands can talk about unions, can talk about romantic, platonic, friends, family, self-love, right? Celebrations. But it really feels like here, Aquarius, there could have been some type of union, again, whether it's romantic, platonic, work partnership, or even different parts of yourself that in the past vulnerability maybe made one party or one side confused because there was so much emotions, okay? And maybe that was like harder for you or for them or the environment to somehow they weren't used to it or you weren't used to it or I don't know, right? But all of this again is past, okay? So when we put it together, I'll put these down now. When we put it together with the Ten of Swords again, it's like, you know, we're letting go of oh sorry we're letting go of the anxiety, the overthinking, over worry, over processing, all up in the head. If you think of air signs in general, right, that's you, Aquarius, or depending on where you have Aquarius in your chart, tend to be overthinkers, okay? So it's like I want to balance that better. I don't want to keep worrying myself or worrying others to the point of exhaustion, right? So again, someone is letting that go because of all this work they did in the recent past or the past further back, or whatever the past is for you or for them, okay? And then, so again, you go from like your first week, the Ten of Swords reverse is a yellow light, and then you have green light, green light, green light. Okay, so let's see what the first green light is. All right, so now we have the High Priestess in the right side up position. All right, so we've got a little bit of Pisces, Scorpio energy, but she is so confident in her intuition. She represents intuition itself, right? She's the divine feminine. We all have divine masculine and feminine inside of us, but she's holding the knowledge of self. She's holding the scrolls, the knowledge of self. So until we know ourselves, how do we know someone else, right? Really deeply and fully. So she is also listens to the seasons, the tides, the moon, right? She's got the moon on her hat or in her hat there. So she's wanting to see the light and dark and the gray areas kind of in everything and then judge for herself how she truly feels about something. So I feel like this High Priestess divine feminine energy is showing up here for you, Aquarius. This could actually be you. It feels like you here, but it could be someone else as well. A good friend or role model or whatever, family, etc. But I feel like it's you because of all of this homework that someone did here in the past, okay? But it again doesn't have to be you. But really nice energy, okay? So again, when we're not exhausted by our mental overthinking, anxiety, worry, then we can tap more into our intuition and have more balance and justice in the past and rest and all those things in the future, current, present energies. So then you go from one really nice green light, you're cruising here, Aquarius, to the sun in the right side up position, Leo energy in the third week. And we said this could be from around November 15th through the 21st or so, but it's not set in stone, okay? But this is the brightest card in the tarot. It's the sun, it's youthful energy, it's passion, it's creativity, it's enlightenment, it's revelations, right? So here we see the sun at the top of this pyramid here, and we see Egyptian symbols, we see what is this? I don't know, it's like biblical symbols on the other side. I think that's what it is, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. But just talking about like next level stuff, right? Enlightenments, revelations. Oh, now I get something, I understand something, okay? Or now I feel more youthful or happy or passionate or creative about something too. Um, excuse me, I need a sip of water. Hold on a second, guys. Okay. So this is like so beautiful here for you, Aquarius. And if it's not you directly, I still feel like you'll feel that warmth as well. Okay, if you're dealing with another person or multiple people or kind of the general environment situation. Okay, let's see what else we have. So then moving forward, Aquarius, we go from the sun to now the Queen of Sacred Circles in the right side up position in that fourth week. And we said it could be from around November 22nd through November 30th or so, or, again, not set in stone. But here we see this kind of grandmother like energy in this Native American woman. She's got baby on the table that she's looking over. This is a culmination energy. So we see the full moon in the background. Okay, we see the phases of the moon over here as well. So this is like she's at almost not necessarily the end of her life, but um she's seasoned, right? She's experienced, so to speak, right? And so we also see the cycle of life within both of these people, right? So the baby and the older kind of grandmother woman. So um this has a lot of nice energy here for you, Aquarius. It could be that you are leveling up in some way towards the end of November into December. It could be in one area of your life, excuse me, or multiple areas of your life. But it is, about taking the next step with something, okay? Leveling up, literally going from one step to the next step, okay? And slowly moving forward, moving up the stairs, so to speak, up to the top of the pyramid, maybe. Okay. But this is also really nice earth energy here, right? So it's a lot of grounded energy too. And so this is about sacred circles, or also pentacles as it's known. It's about finances, money, wealth, resources, but it can also be and or about being valued. So am I being valued enough? Is the other person, is the environment valuable to me, to others, etc.? Right? This is kind of showing up here for you as well, Aquarius, with this energy. This is, very nurturing too. I just have to say, like, obviously with the grandmother spirit here, a lot of really nice nurturing vibes here as well. Now we also, I just remembered, towards the end of November, because it's actually on my birthday, y'all. On November 27th, towards the end of November, we do have a full moon. And look, we have a full moon here in the card as well. So it could be also be hinting at that full moon here for you, Aquarius. Could have some extra symbolism, but it doesn't have to be. Okay. But in general, just some really nice energy, right? Who doesn't want to be financially abundant? Who doesn't want to feel nurtured financially and nurtured and valued in other ways? Okay. So beautiful, beautiful, Aquarius. Let's see what your tarot confirmation card is as well. So this one is going to come in and confirm all 4 weeks that we just talked about, all 4 cards at the top. And it is a combination of past and future energy. And it is so beautiful, Aquarius. A really, really nice reading for you guys this time. You have the Nine of Cups in the right side up position. So this is also known as the wish fulfillment card here. Okay, so we see all 9 cups in their right side up position, and they have flowers all around, dripping water or wine or whatever you're into, right, into the cups. Okay, and in this deck, in the Hermetic Tarot, they call it the Lord of Material Happiness. Yes, it can bring material happiness, right? But also the Nine of Cups, because it's a Cups card, is about something emotionally fulfilling or satisfying coming in here. And like I said, throughout your whole reading, excuse me, Aquarius, you have no real red lights. Okay, you have all you've got one orange light and then there's green, green, green lights. Okay. So it's kind of just confirming that, like, a lot of emotions, but in this reading, they're for the most part for you or someone else or general environment situation here, Aquarius, they look like pretty positive emotions. Okay. So yay to that. All right. So let's see what your little oracle card has to say here before we um, let this reading tune out, as we so to speak, or say. I don't know, I never say that, but yeah. Anyway, so you got the Magician, okay? Beautiful energy here again, Aquarius, and it says action. It says a time to start something, action and movement. And it says decide to lead. Okay? So somebody needs to be the leader here or wants to be the leader or encouraging you or someone else to be a leader. All right. And this is the, card number one in the tarot. Or not number one in the tarot, but number one in this deck. Okay. And because number one is the Fool in the actual tarot. But anyway, we've got the Man underneath, and we also have body. Okay. So when we talk about the Magician, sometimes we see a man or a woman, and they're very confident and they have all the things that they need on their table, on their altar, right? So it's something to do with the body, though, too, right? It could be, taking action and having movement within the body, but it doesn't have to be, right? You had, yeah, you did have one Wands card all the way here in the past. I usually think of Wands, fire sign energy as movement, right? But you did have Leo energy in the third week. So I could really put that card with this card, right? Again, taking action, movement, decide to lead, a time to start something. Excuse me, Aquarius. All right, so that is your so beautiful, guys. I hope you got something from it, and always feel free to let me know in the comments or in the live chat, or we're about to be done now, but I'm going to be turning the chats on more when I can. So thank you guys as always, and if you would like to subscribe and you haven't, it is free. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button, and as long as you have a basic YouTube email address with YouTube, then you get notified when I put out new videos. And yes, if you want to see the photo, one photo that I took earlier of all these cards again, I will be posting it in a few moments on my Facebook page. So all you have to do is go in the description box below and follow instructions on how to get there. If you want to check out the photo, it's free. I just put it up for everybody for all the readings. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much. Again, I'm going to take a break, and then we'll be coming we will be coming back. I will be coming back. Me and Spirit and the spirits will be coming back, and we'll be doing Pisces and Aries. Okay. So you guys take care, and I'll see you later. All right. Bye.